Parking was a favor. So I didn't understand. Next time when you come in here, we'll not allow you to go out. So I retorted that no, he has no right to curtail my rights. In any event, I'm just there to help, right? They said, come and give further information. I'm not under any investigation. I'm not a suspect. I'm not an accused person. So then I continued going. Then a colleague of his, another soldier, then shouted to me that next time I do that, I will see. That's what I said, next time. So that kind of threat, the Ghanaian English, next time you do that, you will see. In Ghanaian English, that means he will cause me some harm. You will see. There will be consequences, even if it's not physical harm, but there will be consequences. So I turned and gave him the same answer that no, he has no right. I'm not a suspect. Even a suspect, can you do that? So I said he had no right. Then next thing I knew, he said, I'm stupid. That's what the soldier said. The soldier said, I am stupid. Oh, of course. So I turned back and told him that he's also stupid. So we exchanged a few words. And then one of my lawyers pulled me for us to go in. We went, and then, as usual, the OSP chose to present employees. When we had made it clear at the second meeting that, look, considering that almost all of my allegations are against Kisi Ejabin, who is the special prosecutor, and these are his subordinates, the subordinates can't do much about their bosses. Martin, they say do that. Can you investigate if, let's say, Mr. Nyama, your this COO? You can't investigate Mr. Nyama, much less the MD. So that's the same thing. And even before I was invited, Ghanaians had said it on various social media and private messages to me that how can OSP investigate itself? But you know me, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I thought that as long as they can do something to accommodate that, to show independence, I'm willing to give the information. In any event, I'm almost done. I'm presenting the petition to the president for onward submission to the CJ. I have a lot of charges. As I'm talking to now, I have over 15 charges against Kisi Ejabin. I'm not running away from this fight. So the least they shouldn't have even tried it. You don't try such a thing. You see it? You don't try such a thing. It just tells you the very incompetency. My arrest and detention underscores the incompetence with which Kisi Ejabin sat down and allowed Oforiatta to run. Kisi is not up to scratch. Kisi has never been up to scratch. Because you see, how would you arrest Kpebu? When I had already said it, today is 3rd December. I mentioned on 2nd of November, you can check on the key points, that I'll be presenting a petition for his removal. So such a person like me, and you know me, once I say I'm going to do this, I'll do it. So just stay clear of. Look, I don't mind the arrest, even assuming the exchanges with the soldier were illegal and so amount to something that they want to arrest. Remember, in law, there's a difference between arrest and detention. The arrest is you tag the person. You are under arrest, I'm investigating you for so and so offense. So when you are done, admit the person to bail, right? Then let the investigations continue. Can you imagine Ablomensa said, yes, they were admitting me to bail, but I should bring a property in my name. For what? So a soldier insults me, Martin, you are stupid. And I also tell him you are stupid. That's the effect of the words. So that's the reason why you were detained? Yes, that I should bring property in my name. And where's the indenture? Fortunately for me, my office is just about 10 minutes from the OS. I have indenture in the office. So when we argued, my lawyers argued for about 15, not that continuously 15. My lawyers made a plea that, look, I should be given self-recognizance bail, right? And then Ablomensa said, okay, he would go consult. So he stepped out. So we thought it was going to be a favorable response. So when then subsequently he came in about 15 minutes and said, no, they would not do so. They will not vary the conditions to give self-recognizance. So then I told Mr. Marcelinus Bia, one of my lawyers who accompanied me, okay, Marcel, go to the office. I have indenture in my name. Just bring it. And my office is just, you can see, you can attest. There's less than 10 meters drive to the OSP. So Marcel came, long story short. So Mr. Ablomensa asked that I be handcuffed and taken into custody. That it was too late. And that even when we brought the indenture, they would have to do verification. So practically talking about justification, for exchanging words with a soldier who didn't know the writing. He's not supposed to be performing police duties. A soldier performing police duties in the OSP. You see the very thing we've been talking about. Article 210 of our Constitution is clear that, look, you soldiers for war and then maybe some development activities. But here you had the police, two policemen in there, And so if anything, if you think the building is under threat, anything, you use the soldiers as backup. But if you go to the OSP, the soldiers are performing frontline duties. You see, this thing I've been mentioned that soldiers are taking away the work of the police. You see it has manifested. It's not only in the Galamsey fight. Now, ordinary OSP, soldiers have taken away the work of the police, performing frontline duties. If you think the building is under threat, let the soldiers be at the back. Let the soldiers be at the back. What are they doing front line? And there was a policeman. Now, let me repeat with all the emphasis. Look, get it. You see, as I mentioned, the policeman who initially came and told us to move, we shouldn't do the interview where we were. You know, when I came in, he said nothing to me. He's Mr. J. I don't see his first name. Usually, they'll just put the surname. J. He stood there. He was quiet. Then I went past him. But these soldiers who couldn't contain it. So you see that there's a difference in the training. Police are trained differently from soldiers. Soldiers is war, high aggression. So for them, they couldn't contain it. So the policeman who came and, just like we're doing this interview, told us to move from there. We're not on the direct frontage of the OSP. The interview was being done on an ECG facility, which is near the entrance. So perhaps ECG to provide backup electricity for OSP and the other buildings in the area. But when you go there, you see that this is an ECG facility. So that's where the interviews were being granted. But even then, when Mr. J, the policeman, came and said we should move, the Joy News cameraman and Fatal, the journalists who were interviewing me, they were questioning his authority because for them, they were clear that this is an ECG facility, not OSP. Look, their camera, I'm sure, were live. It will bear me. I had to intervene that, look, I don't want to argue. You see, like we say, to paraphrase, when you go hunting for an elephant, don't concern yourself with rabbits, snails, and those things. No, we knew that Kisie Jambi must leave because he's incompetent, he's corrupt, etc. That's the thing. So I didn't want the story to expand. So the moment the policeman, Mr. J, said we should move, you even see, I'm sure their camera, the Joy News camera will capture. You see me pushing them that, no, let's go. I don't want an argument. So I pushed them. So we went off the ECG facility and did the interview further off. Then I walked in. When I walked in, so the policeman who came and asked us to move, so I met him. He didn't say anything. I bypassed him, still going to the OSP yard. Then these soldiers who have bad temperament, you see, like I said, very bad temperament, their work is not police duties. I don't know what is so, dangerous about Kpebu that you will have soldiers supplanting police, soldiers taking over police duties.
But what happened when you went in after the conversation with the OSP officials there? Was it after that you came out and was arrested? At what point did they say that you were under arrest?
Right in there. I didn't come out. So you see, these soldiers, this exchanges with one of the soldiers. Remember, the first one asked me, when I replied, he stepped out. Then the shorter one, he couldn't contain his anger. I think he has anger issues, right? So he's the one I had the exchanges with. That was it. When I went upstairs there was nothing. Ablomensa had no, they sought to ask us the questions. And you know, this is the third time. We had told them that, like I said, Martin Kpebu, that you cannot investigate Mr. Nuyama, your chief executive operations officer. You can't, much less your MD. So from day one, we've been telling them that no, listen, most of my allegations are against Kisie Jabin and then Albert Akrugu. Albert Akrugu is the director of asset recovery and management. So the first day, can you imagine, Albert, who is one of the persons had accused, sat down and sought to receive information from me. So my lawyers raised and said, but Albert, Martin Kpebu has named you as one of the persons who should be leaving. I mean, you are part of the problem because there is a petition against Albert Akrugu and Kisie Jabin Ashraj, right? So when we did that, then, and also raised that generally, even when you took out Albert, the other two are not senior to Kisie Jabin, so it will not work. That was the first meeting, so then we had to go. Then they said they will reconstitute and call us. They reconstituted and made us appear before Albert Paddington and then said Ablomensa. That was the second meeting. So then my lawyers raised it once again that no, this can't happen. That day I was in the company of lawyer Marcelinus Bia and my other colleague, right? And then lawyer Jakwasu also is our lead counsel, Agweshi Jakwasu, right? So we raised it by Agweshi Jakwasu was not in the meeting room. He was this is somewhere in the building. Now, so we said no, listen, find people senior to Kisi Ejabi in the OSP in order for us to give that. Yes, because if you bring Kisi's subordinates, no, they want promotion. You know, even in the military, there is a lot of politics. You hear the word eye service or face fine. You ask soldiers, up to a certain level, you will no longer get promotion unless you are politically aligned. So eye service, face fine, and those things. So I knew that no, if you give this to subordinates, they may sell the information for promotion. Even if they don't, okay? Even if they don't, a bystander, okay, will think that there will never be justice because you are going to investigate your boss. Who born dog? It won't happen. Neither Ghana nor elsewhere. Most, no matter how courageous even the subordinates are, I'm saying that a bystander seeing that a subordinate is about to go and investigate his boss, it won't. No, that's not justice.
Did they tell you? I mean, so at what point did they tell you that they were moving you from the OSP's office to the NIB?
Oh. When listen, what do you call? They didn't even tell me that is NIB. So all Seth Abloh Mensah did was that he told AJ, the policeman, to handcuff me. So he did, and then so you see how it is. You see why we need law reforms. I had no opportunity to call my wife and kids and family. No, I had no opportunity at all. So they just bundled me. You see, to add insult to injury, do you know who came to escort me? The first soldier who questioned me and I replied, but who kept quiet. Yeah, he came to escort me. So you see that it's victory for them. That you dare to stand up to rise. So I complained. I said, how can the man who even started this whole exchange be the one to escort me? So a soldier came to escort me when there are police. So based on my complaint, when we got to the entrance, then Mr. J, who now had to drive the vehicle, asked the soldier to get down so that a policeman will come and say, meanwhile, what are we looking for? This particular case, it brings up a lot about the way the Ghanaian has lost faith in the police service, so much so that everything you want soldier. Look, the policeman who came, he was far taller and muscular than the soldier. So what is it? Why is it that we like too much of just is it the uniform? Because in terms of physique, if you saw the policeman, the police also have the well-built, and he's far more well-built, taller, physically imposing than the soldier who got down. And the other soldier is very diminutive, very diminutive. So I don't even know why you be placing so much on the, you want soldiers.
Were you told what charges would be preferred against you, or you didn't get to that level? And if that, whilst you were in their premises, what happened? What was the conversation like?
No, so I was told that for obstruction of a public office or something like that. Yes, obstruction. So it only meant the soldier. Now soldier is performing police duties. I don't even know. Yes. Meanwhile, if they have this, and I have witnesses, my two lawyers were present. They saw it was the soldier who first insulted me. I can't insult a soldier when he has not done anything. But the moment he insulted me, then that meant that he's not respecting his uniform. So how would a civilian? So you see the very reason we even say, look, don't bring them into the to mix with civilians. Keep them. There's a reason why there's a barracks. They say, look, let them do war. Maybe if there are bridges, some developmental activities, let them go and do. No, don't bring soldiers to perform police duties. That's just because the guy clearly had no temperament for this. We don't.
Are you expected to go back to the OSP? How did you conclude before we were told that they brought you back to your office? What was the final conversations like?
I should come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Yeah, I have my indenture. Well, ready, myself was ready to take it. 10 minutes. Abloh Mensah said no.
So you are still expected to come and justify
ridiculous. They just said I should report as well. I hope it won't be. Because, Martin, this is serious. So, a few exchanges with a soldier who had no business performing police duties, you say I should bring indenture. That's title deed. You need a full house as bail conditions. We are dead. But this is an opportunity for law reforms. It tells you how some public officers can abuse their office. You see, the whole office set up Mensah, yes, they can see their boss is about to leave. They are not happy. I think he can foresee that he also lose his office. So because of that, he's trying to do something to protect Kisi Ejabi. Because I understand Kisi Ejabi saying he had no knowledge. What kind of training did he give the staff? If he didn't give them high-handed training, why would Seth Abloh Mensah be asking me for an indenture over a matter of a few words with a soldier who started the whole thing?
Counsel, we are grateful that you made time to speak to us. Maybe last one before I go. Whilst the NIB premises, what exactly happened? What exchanges or conversations went on?
Oh, NIB, so I was taken in, and then there was some paperwork, so you have to fill in. And then, yeah, you fill it. You know, the one that struck me was that even I had this complimentary card, even that one was recorded. Even if you have this, yeah, they said, you have anything? I checked all my packets and said no, because my phones and everything I had left in the car, right? So, but when I dipped in my packet, I saw the complimentary card and then this nose mask. So the nose mask they didn't mention, but the complimentary card, I heard one of the officers telling another one to write in terms of property that I have. So they'll count. So they'll count everything. So they said one jacket, one black trousers, one belt, one white shirt. Then they asked, "Are you wearing a singlet?" I said, "Yes." "What color is it?" "White." White singlet. One shoe. The hat. Everything. And the complimentary card. So they had to document everything I had come into that place with, and then I was asked to sit so that the other processes will be gone into, and then fortunately they didn't finish, and then I got bail.
All right. Thank you so much, and we hopefully will see how this will finally eventually play out.
The petition will go. The petition against Kisi Ejabi will go. Look, I can say. It depends. Now that they see they've disrupted me, if tomorrow I'm able to get enough, it's possible it can go tomorrow, if not Monday. But we are at charge number 15. A lot of things are wrong. Look, do you know, even this arrest, I can bet you that it's going to annoy more Ghanaians who know more bad things like you said. They will flood me. You will see the charges will double. That's how the charges have been increasing. I'm getting information left, right, center. So this arrest is even going to annoy those who have been cautious, because now they see that, oh, the guy is emboldened to now abuse his office to attack innocent citizens. You will see how I'll get more evidence. He will go. Kisi Ejabi has to go. There's nothing that will save him.
Thank you so much. So we've been coming to you live from the private office of Martin Kpebu, who a few hours ago was detained by the special prosecutor and coincidentally was sent to the offices of the NIB, and just a